Hey y'all, so I am back to release a word that the Lord gave me tonight. Um, and it coincides with what he has been speaking pretty frequently. Um, so I'm gonna get started on the notes and then just explain some things. And I have something else to read as well as something to show you all. So I'm going to get started. And um, he began by saying, look around. He said, look around you. He said, this is all changing. I'm taking you higher, elevated in places. Things will change. He said, you'll see. It's all happening. You'll see expansion. Set up for a step up. Um, you're going higher. New teams, new visions. You'll see new things. Um, and then he says, hold on tight, new levels, expansion, new territories. You'll see expansion, growth. It will blow your mind. So at that time, and I had my phone on Do Not Disturb, and I checked. My mom called me, and it's like the call went straight through. She was calling me to tell me that one of her former friends had passed away. So we were talking about that. And I got back and, was trying to get back into the word. And at the time, she had interrupted. I had my AirPods in, and I was listening to the instrumental that I typically listen to when when I spend time with the Lord and He just downloads to me. Well, at that moment, that's when an ad popped up, and I typically sometimes, just depending on what it is, I will skip it. But this one was from The Chosen, and it was all God, of course. But I'm going to play it for you. And this is when Jesus heals at the pool the lame man. So I hope you can hear it. Ooh.
Shalom. Me? Yes. Shalom. I have a question for you. For me. I don't have many answers, but I'm listening. Do you want to be healed? Who are you? We'll get to that later. But my question remains. Will you take me to the water? Look, I'm having a really bad day. You've been having a bad day for a long time. So? Sir, I have no one to help me into the water when it's stirred up. And when I do get close, the others step down in front of me. And so... Look at me. Look at me. That's not what I asked. I'm not asking you about who's helping you, or who's not helping, or who's getting in your way. I'm asking about you. I've tried. For a long time, I know. And you don't want false hope again, I understand. But this pool. It has nothing for you. It means nothing. And you know it. But you're still here. Why? I don't know. You don't need this pool. You only need me. So, do you want to be healed? So let's go. Get up, pick up your mat, and walk. I'm free to walk, like he said. Don't forget your bed. Why does this matter? Because you're not coming back here. That life is over. Everything changes now.
Whew. So, okay.
At Kroger, we believe that our high
Let's
standards
stop
and strict
that.
pressure.
But, yeah, so the Lord wanted me to share that with you all for a reason. And also he wants me to go back to the beginning of the notes and reread that. That was the reason why I stopped to show that at that moment is because that was around the same, that was at the time when he revealed that to me and he showed that. So he said, look around you. This is all changing. I'm taking you higher, elevated in places. Things will change. You'll see. It's all happening. You'll see. Expansion. Set up for a step up. You're going higher. New teams, new teams, new visions. You'll see new things. Hold on tight. New levels, expansion, new territories. You'll see expansion, growth. It will blow your mind. Okay, so I'll just continue. I was about to say something else. Healings are coming. Complete restorations. Things will not return to the same as before. Complete restoration. Guard your hearts. The enemy will try to send others to tamper with your heart. Stay close to me and remember my words. I'm with you and I will always be with you. And at that point, he just began to tell me something personal. And then he told me, you work for me in all ways. My glory shines through you. Cheer. Spectacular events. So much is rising. Newness all on the horizon. Keep going. Remain focused. I will carry you. You'll think you're dreaming, but it's all a reality. Stay pure, my sweet daughter. Stay pure. You're not easily broken. Keep going. Yes, look around you. It will all change. New levels, new dimensions, breaking through. Little by little, but full of force. So much to be thankful for. Give praise. Know that there is nothing I won't do. You're safe with your father. Don't fear. I love you. My dear, don't worry. I got you. Always your father. No need to fear. Trust me. Everything will be brand new. You'll feel my shoulder tap. And the shoulder tap is something that um, also with journaling, and my nose begins to itch. But along with the journaling, when the Holy Spirit just flows, I also feel his presence heavy in the shower or whenever like water is around, running water. And in the shower, like there's a special tap when I know that the Lord is present with me. I feel on my shoulder, and it's typically my left shoulder, the back of my left shoulder. So he said, "You'll feel my shoulder tap," and that was a smiley face. And he said, "Remember, it's me. It's me." There was some other stuff, some instructions he gave me after that pertain to me. And he said, be patient and be kind, forgive. Be patient with others and be kind to others. So, at the end, hold on. When he asks us like, so, you know, what's the point of me picking up the bed and carrying it? The Lord just began to flow from that as well, just by saying like, just look around you. Like where you are right now, you will not be there much longer in that situation, in those circumstances. All things are changing for you. And to just trust in him and know that he is doing exactly what he said he would do. And along this journey, you know, you don't have to feel as though you need to blab everything to the Lord. There are special instructions he gave me just within what I just released to you all. However, it is certain things that he does not want me to share, certain things that I am to share with you. And you don't have to release that to anyone. Don't feel pressured to release that. You keep what you need to yourself that the Lord tells you to. Even when these things come to pass, allow the Lord to lead you on when to release. I continuously tell you that because the Lord is continuously telling me that to share with you, and he has told me this as well. Also with the elevation, like first, you know, you hear the lame man saying, you know, I've tried to get into the pool, you know, when it gets to staring up, but everyone jumps ahead of me. There's been times when so many people have jumped in front of you. The Lord is saying that time is over. You are up next. The Lord has moved you. You will receive and see the goodness of the Lord, all that he has spoken to you. These miracles are coming. These blessings are coming. They are showing up. So he also wants me to read John chapter 5. I believe it's 1 through 16. It's 1 through 15. So yeah, he's saying that this is definitely happening, and there's no one else that's bringing this but the Lord, and you'll know that, and others around you. From that clip right there, as you can see, there are people around him that are just looking in amaze. This was mind-blowing. This is someone that had been there, just showing up, laying right there, trying and trying and trying to get into that pool, believing that this is what was going to heal him. No, the Lord healed him. Only thing he had to do is trust and believe in him. The Lord healed him. He knew who he was. He knew what had just happened. And don't let anyone mislead you and tell you, oh, the Lord doesn't do miracles on Sunday. The Lord does miracles any and every day. Everything is his. This is all his. We're his. The world is his. He can do as he pleases when he chooses to. So just remember that and continue to stay in his presence. Spend time with him. Allow him to lead you. And again, don't be misled by others. You know, just listen to his voice. Be able to, you know, understand and interpret the Lord. And that's all in having a relationship with him, an intimate relationship. And don't be misled by others. Yet again, I just continuously tell you that. And it doesn't matter how close you are with someone. If the Lord tells you don't tell someone something, you keep it to yourself. Who comes before him? No one. If he gives you a direct order, you are to do exactly what he tells you to do. I'm sorry. It doesn't matter who tries to pry in your business. You do what the Lord tells you to do. And I'm sure he is giving you warning of these people that want to make sure they have a front row seat, but you continue. Well, a front row ear. You continue to allow him to lead you. Don't get ahead of yourself. Don't get ahead of yourself. They'll know when it's time for them to know. The Lord will allow you to release whatever it is that he is doing for you. He'll tell you when to release it. Don't get ahead of him. So I'm going to read the New Living Translation. And it says, afterward, Jesus returned to Jerusalem for one of the Jewish holy days. Inside the city near the sheep gate was the pool of, hold on. I don't know why I want to confuse it with a name of a street. Bethesda. I'm so sorry. I was about to call it, what was I about to call it? It's something up in Maryland. Is it Bethesda? Yeah, it's a hospital called Bethesda. I'm sorry, I'm getting off track. But I was going to call it something else. But with, okay, let's go back. Afterward, Jesus returned to Jerusalem for one of the Jewish holy days. Inside the city near the sheep gate was the pool of Bethesda with 5 covered porches. Crowds of sick people, blind, lame, or paralyzed, lay on the porches. One of the men lying there had been sick for 38 years. When Jesus saw him and knew he had been ill for a long time, he asked him, "Would you like to get well?" "I can't, sir," the sick man said, "for I have no one to put me into the pool when the water bubbles up. Someone else always gets there ahead of me." Jesus told him, "Stand up, pick up your mat, and walk." Instantly, the man was healed. He rolled up his sleeping mat and began walking. But this miracle happened on the Sabbath, so the Jewish leaders objected. They said to the man who was cured, "You can't work on the Sabbath. The law doesn't allow you to carry that sleeping mat." But he replied, "The man who healed me told me, 'Pick up your mat and walk.'" "Who said such a thing as that?" they demanded. The man didn't know, for Jesus had disappeared into the crowd. But afterward, Jesus found him in the temple and told him, "Now you are well, so stop sinning, or something even worse may happen to you." Then the man went and told the Jewish leaders that it was Jesus who had healed him. So, again, and I am just, my nose is just itching, tickling. But again, the Lord is just saying that he is doing what he said he would do. Miracles are coming. These are miracles from the Lord. Expect the unexpected. He's saying, though, that you are next. He is coming to perform these miracles. And people will know that it was he, it was the Lord that done what he said he would do. over your life. So I hope that this word encouraged you to just continue to, of course, stay the course, focus on the Lord, prepare your hearts, guard your hearts, and know that He is doing it in this hour. But I love you, and the Lord loves you most. I'm sorry. Good night.